Hi there. Hope you're having a fantastic week. I was having a chat with Brad Sugars, the founder of Action Coach, and he's been a mentor to me over the years as well. And I asked him, I said, Brad, how do you find inspiration? Because the I in Epic is inspiration. If you're going to be successful, you have to be inspired. And he said, Bill, you don't actually find inspiration, you just be an inspiration. And I was like, you're going to be an inspiration. So you need to be inspirational to be inspired. It's kind of cool. So here are 5 ways to be an inspiration. The first one, be yourself. Do not try to be anybody else. You have God-given abilities, God-given tasks. Now they need to be developed, but they've been given to you. You are who you are. You're a valuable person in the world, and you need to be yourself. Like when I first started in this business, I had owned businesses. I had been in sales. I had a good career up until the time I got in here, but I didn't know a lot of things about being a coach, about coaching. And I certainly didn't know about the presentation skills that we needed. And I'd done presentation. In fact, I'd taken classes on presentation skills. So what I did when I first started in this business, I went back and looked at what Brad was doing, and I just copied it. And I just did it over and over and over again. But I'm not Brad. Now that got me to a certain point, to a certain level of success, but it limited me because I'm not Brad. I didn't want to be Brad. I couldn't be Brad. I'm Bill. I need to be Bill. That learning was that I need to be myself. And what I've been able to do is take myself, my personality, my drive, my content, and layer it on the content and the things that I learned from Action Coach and from Brad. And we've been way more successful than I would have been trying to just be a copycat. Also, when you're being yourself, it's okay to show it all. It's okay to show your failures. It's okay to admit. In fact, to be more real, you actually have to show your vulnerabilities. You can't, no one's perfect. No one's out there doing it all. In fact, people won't believe it if you don't. So be okay sharing your failures. So the first one is be yourself. The second way to be an inspiration is to be positive, to be enthusiastic. Now, I was very lucky to grow up and be able to go to a summer camp where another mentor of mine by the name of Nate Thompson was maybe the most enthusiastic person that I know, or certainly had it. And one of our things at summer camp, at the campfires, he'd stand up and he'd say, all right, we're going to hit our fists 3 times. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. Boy, am I enthusiastic. And I promise you, if you do that every day, you're gonna feel things. You're gonna be enthusiastic. Enthusiasm is magnetic, and magnetic is what creates inspiration, what inspires. When someone's attracted to you, when someone's attracted to what you're doing, you're going to be more inspirational. So what do you need to do to be more positive? What are a few techniques? Number 1, exercise. You need to take care of yourself. If you're going to have the energy to be enthusiastic, to attract people, you have to exercise. You're going to have to take care of yourself first. Now, that's both physically and mentally. You're going to have to get yourself psyched up. That you can do that through prayer. You can do that through meditation. You can do that through affirmations, I am statements, having goals. There's all number of techniques. If you'd like to chat with us about being enthusiastic, being positive, finding those techniques that are going to keep you on track when because every morning you're not going to feel great every morning when you get up. You're just not. That's just not the way the world works. You have to talk yourself into it. You have to stay on your game. You have to do the hard stuff when no one else is doing it. That's how you stay positive. That's how you become an inspiration. Number 3, you've got to care, and you've got to show you care. You can care, but if you don't use any emotional intelligence to show people that you care, then you're not going to inspire them. So I'll give you an example. I had a client one time, and he was a hard worker. He got a lot of things done. He was a great guy, but he just believed everybody was like him and would just show up to work ready to work. People don't work that way. You've got to reach their emotions. You've got to understand. You need to stop long enough to understand what's going on with them, what's going on with them at home, what's going on with them in their relationships, what's going on with their family. So you've got to listen to what they're saying, and you've got to hear what they mean. Sometimes that means digging questions, asking questions, getting in there, showing them that you care, showing that you've got to act on the care. You've got to listen, and then you've got to act. So number 3 is you need to care to be an inspiration. Number 4, to be an inspiration, you've got to be a person of character. Once again, I was very lucky at a very young age. I had great parents. I had a great upbringing, great teachers. I was very fortunate. But one of the things I was involved in was Boy Scouts. And the Scouts have the Scout Law, which is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, and so on. There's 12 of them. And it is a code character. It is a code of ethics. And if you don't have a written code of ethics, and that was the first code of ethics. Since then, I've written my own. And frankly, it includes all the Scout Law, includes everything I got in Scouts. It also includes the other things that I've learned along the way. But if you don't have a written culture statement, a written statement of how you want to live your life, and once you have it written, then you can live it. And you no compromises. And people will respect that. People will respect that. A few years ago, I had a bout of vertigo, and I wasn't able to have any, a cocktail or a beer or any of that afterwards. And and ever since then, I haven't had it, and what I found is people will respect that decision. And you have to have enough respect in yourself to be able to say, hey, this is where I draw the line. I am not going to do that thing. That is not something that fits into my character. So focus on character, have a set of ethics, a set written that you can live by. And last, number 5, challenge others to be the best they can be. I want you to think back to the best boss you ever had or the best person you ever worked with. Guaranteed they pushed you. Guaranteed they challenged you. Listen, I'm lucky there in high school, I had a basketball coach. Man, he pushed us way past anything we thought we could do on our own. And we learned that to be the best you can be, you have to go. Now, he taught us not only how to play better basketball. Now, look, I'm not sure. Maybe one person on our team was going to play in college. The rest of us were just going to go into life. He taught us not only how to be a better basketball player, but how to be a better person. He challenged us to be the best you can be. Find people around you who challenge you, but also challenge people around you so that you can be the best you can be. So there you have it. Be yourself. Be positive and enthusiastic. Care, focus on character, and challenge others. I hope this has been useful. If you'd like to chat with us about becoming a better inspiration to your people and your team, we'd love to have a chat with you. We'd love to have you join us in our community at Action Coach Business Growth Partners. Hey, and until next time, all the best.